Something is changing at airports in 2026, and most travelers don't realize it until it's too late. A traveler was stopped at the gate boarding pass in hand because of a scanner they had never seen before. No warning, no announcement, and it's happening more often than you think. Here are 7 airport changes in 2026 that are catching people completely off guard. Number 7. At some airports now, your face is your boarding pass. And if the system doesn't recognize you, you don't fly. Imagine you're at the gate, flight is boarding, you step up, the screen flashes red, a guard walks over, you haven't done anything wrong, but the camera didn't match your face to the photo on file because that photo is from a passport you renewed 3 years ago. No override, no fast fix. The gate closes. You're still standing there. At major airports now, Changi, Dubai, select US hubs face scan has replaced the boarding pass scan. Your face is the ticket. Old photo on file? Outdated record? The system stops you automatically. No error message, no explanation, just a red screen and a 35-minute verification queue, while your flight pushes back without you. Renew your passport before any long trip. An outdated photo is enough to fail a face scan, and it gets worse. Because the next one is something people have been doing the same way for 20 years, and it just changed. Number 6. The liquid rules changed, and nobody sent you a message. Travelers are still following the 100 milliliter rule from 2006. At dozens of airports right now, that rule is gone. But the new rules? Nobody told you those either. A passenger at Amsterdam pulls out his Ziploc bag packed perfectly, exactly like every trip before. The officer waves it through, then flags his 80 milliliter prescription bottle, not declared correctly under the new system. His family had already boarded. He was stuck at a secondary counter for 20 minutes. He did everything right by old rules that no longer apply here. Airports, with new 3D scanners, dropped the Ziploc requirement entirely, but they added new declaration steps for medicine, baby formula, and certain drinks. Different airports, different rules. No central announcement, no email, nothing. Flying through 2 airports in one trip can mean 2 completely different sets of requirements. The rule you followed coming in won't protect you going out. Search your specific departure airport's liquid policy before packing the general rule and the real rule are not the same right now. If you travel even occasionally, subscribe. Airport rules are shifting faster than most people track. Number 5. You can be stopped by U.S. Customs before you leave your own country. This is one travelers only discover at the airport. By then, there's nothing you can do about it. A woman at Toronto Pearson walks into what looks like a normal security zone. Then there's a U.S. Customs officer standing in front of her. In Canada, she's confused for a second. Then she realizes she already stepped into U.S. pre-clearance territory, U.S. law, on Canadian soil. Her bag is opened. A small ceramic knife, perfectly legal in Canada, is confiscated. Her U.S. entry is almost denied, right there, before she's even boarded. Pre-clearance zones have expanded to new terminals in Ireland, the UAE, and the Caribbean. Step inside one, and you are legally under U.S. jurisdiction. U.S. rules apply criminal history, banned items, visa questions, all of it, before you board. Getting stopped here doesn't just mean a delayed flight. It can go on your travel record and affect every future U.S. trip. Flying to the U.S. from a pre-clearance airport, the moment you enter that terminal, treat it like you're already in the U.S. Nobody warns you about that zone, and the next change starts even earlier, before you reach any line at all. Number 4. Airports are now watching how you walk. You haven't reached security. You're not near a checkpoint. You're just walking through the terminal, and you're already being screened. A man at Tel Aviv airport walks quickly, checks his phone twice, changes direction once, completely normal for someone running late. A camera system flags his movement. An officer quietly steps in and redirects him to an enhanced check lane. Full bag search. 20 minutes gone. No explanation given. He wasn't on any list. Airports in Israel, the UK, and the Netherlands run camera systems that analyze how people move through terminals before any checkpoint. It works on behavioral patterns. No human reviews it first. Flag triggered, you get it pulled. No opt-out, no list of behaviors to avoid. The system is silent, and almost nobody is prepared for a delay that starts before they've even shown their passport. At airports with known enhanced screening, build in at least 3 hours for international flights, not as a tip, as a necessity. Most people only find out about this the hard way. Subscribe before your next trip. Number 3. Your phone is your passport at some airports until the battery dies. This one sounds like pure progress. It is right up until the moment it isn't. Picture this. You're at immigration, moving fast. Phone at 4%. You open the app. Screen goes black. Your physical passport is in your checked bag. The officer tells you to step aside. The fast lane closes behind you. You're now at the back of the regular queue. Your flight doesn't wait for a dead battery. A traveler in Frankfurt lived this exact moment. 40 minutes lost. A near miss on his connection. Germany, the Netherlands, and Australia now have phone-based passport lanes at select airports. Faster when it works. But if the phone dies, the app glitches, or the ID isn't verified, you fall straight back into the standard line. No priority, no shortcut. The fast lane creates a false sense of security. Most people enrolling in it don't realize they still need their physical passport as a backup in their carry-on, not their hold luggage. Use the digital lane for speed, but your physical passport stays in your carry-on. Non-negotiable. That one has a fix. The next one doesn't because you won't see it coming until you're already at the counter. Number 2, your bag allowance can silently change after you book. The person next to you, same flight, same ticket class, might have a different bag allowance than you today. And neither of you will know until check-in. 2 coworkers, same airline, same route to Bangkok, same booking class. At check-in, one is waved through. The other is hit with an overweight fee for a bag well within the limit shown at booking. He argued for 40 minutes. The agent couldn't override it. The number had quietly changed after he booked. He did everything right, followed every rule, and still got charged. Airlines, including Emirates and Singapore Airlines, now adjust bag allowances based on flight load, loyalty status, and payment history. The number shown when you booked is not guaranteed at check-in. No notification sent, no policy violation, just a different number. This one is dangerous because it looks like your mistake, but it isn't. The allowance changed after the fact, silently, with no trail back to you. Check your bag allowance on the airline app within 24 hours of your flight, not the number from your booking confirmation. And the last change is the one that starts earliest before you even arrive at the airport. Number 1, the system already flagged your booking before you left home. By the time you hand your passport to the check-in agent, a decision about you has already been made. You just don't know it yet. A passenger checks in online for her London flight from Nairobi. Everything looks fine. She arrives calm, on time, documents ready. The agent looks at the screen, pauses, says she needs to go to a separate desk. No reason given. Her booking was flagged not because she was on any list, but because she booked same day, one way, through a third-party agent. Completely legal. The system still flagged it. 50 minutes of questioning. She almost missed her flight. No apology. Airlines and border systems across the US, UK, EU, and Gulf now run automated checks on every booking before passengers arrive. Timing, payment method, travel history, booking platform, all fed into a score. Cross a threshold, get flagged. No human checks at first. No appeal window at the airport. No heads up in your confirmation email. Delays range from 30 minutes to 3 hours, and you won't know why. The agent can't tell you. The system doesn't explain itself. Almost nobody flying today knows this system exists, and even fewer know how to avoid triggering it. Book directly through official airline websites. Last minute, one-way, third-party cash bookings are the most common triggers, even when everything is legal. 7 changes. All real, all active right now. The airport you're walking into in 2026 is not the same one from 2 years ago. And none of this gets announced when you land. You found out here. Most people find out at the counter, at the gate, when there's nothing left to do, and your flight won't wait. Subscribe so you never get caught off guard at the airport again.